Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Hold on. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Daniel Newman. Welcome to the show, Daniel.
Why, thank you.
Let's talk about your racing career. How did you get into racing?
Oh, my family's in probably, now that I have a great grandson, I think our sixth generation. It all started back with my step great grandfather. He was involved with Bettenhausen's, and it's just kind of kept rolling through the family.
Okay. What was it like? Go ahead.
I beg your pardon?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
It's just been it's been a good ride.
Okay. When you first started racing, what was that experience like for you? Were you scared at all?
Yes, very much so, but in a good way. It just my first experience was at a track called US 30 Drag Strip. Now I was just little, and my stepfather was racing there, and we had friends that were working with the Greek at the time. So I got some early slingshot experiences. Um, and it was just from the first race, I was just hooked.
Okay. How much success have you had as a race car driver?
Not much. um, Most of my success comes from, at this point, helping other people venture into the sprint car world now.
Okay.
I've been helping some really great people get to experience it. I have an attorney that we were sitting there talking one day, and he was telling me about one of his wildest dreams was to race sprint cars on dirt. And he caught me a little bit off guard, and I just looked at him. I said, "Well, I can help you out with that because I have two 600 micro sprints." And we got him in the car at US 24. And at first, he was just scared out of his mind. He got in the car and he was all suited up, and he started having a panic attack. And I got him talked through that. And he got out on the track finally, and now he's hooked. He wants to do it some more. Um, and recently, just this past weekend, I thought we were done for the season. And I got a call that 24 had a slot open up, and I still had one car together. And through some other racing people, I knew that there were some quarter midget racers that are looking to step up. So I got a hold of them, and they met us at the track. And it was a pretty unique experience. It was the boy's the birthday, and his mom and dad kind of hid it from him that what we were doing, and we got him in the car and got him out on the track, and now they're hooked on 600s.
Okay.
So that's getting to see the look on these people's face after they've experienced it. Priceless. To me, it could be more meaningful than a championship.
That is true. How did you come up with your racing number?
Well, this whole micro sprint deal is kind of my brother's fault. I've been drag racing for a number of years and got out of it just because it was, I just couldn't afford it anymore. So I helped him for a year in the pits, and any racer will tell you, you just can't go stand there and watch. So at the end of the first season, helping him in the pits, it's like, I got to have one of these. So when I got my first car, I was 61. That's where the number came from. And then 4 years later, I got a second car, and it's 65.
Okay. All right. What is your home racetrack you race on?
That would be US 24 and Logansport. I'd like to say Peru, but it's been kind of up and down over the years, and it's finally got good management. So I think that they're going to be pretty solid. But I still have to say Logansport.
What is your most favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
US 30.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, going back to the question about how much success you've had as a race car driver, how do you celebrate your victories?
Well, I haven't had that problem yet. This whole sprint car deal is there's been a couple of years I got knocked out early in the season, and like this past year, we just got the season started, and I part-time drive a dump truck to help supplement my racing addiction. And I was in an accident, and I got knocked out just about all year long from that. So I haven't really. I'm just now getting the swing of going in circles. I've always been a straight line guy.
Okay. What's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
Um, Going, having a good time, and taking the car home in one piece.
Okay. What's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
Uh, Not many repairs, just mostly clean up and put it back together.
All right.
Um,
Go ahead.
I do experiment with. I try and find things to make me safer in the car. I've come up with kind of a quick release setup for the wings. So if I get in trouble, I got to get out of the car in a hurry. I got spring loaded pins. I can just pull a couple of clips, and I have lanyards on the clips. I just pull the clips, they fly out, and I can just basically push the wing off the top and get out. I don't have to crawl through the stands or anything.
Okay. Um, when you're out there racing, do you like a wet, heavy track, a dry, dusty track, or right in the center?
I like right in the center. I'm more of a middle guy.
Okay. Um, who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
Well, pretty much myself. I do have a friend. He's called CM the Destroyer. He does a lot of commercial cleanouts for realtors. He helps me out quite a bit. And then Rodney Staley and Concept Chassis. Um, I just can't say enough good about that guy. Um,
Are you presently looking for more sponsors?
I'm looking at a couple. It What makes it hard is I'm kind of a one man show. You know, by the time I get done working on the car and racing the car and work, um, I'm pretty limited on time to where I can get out and actively seek more sponsorships.
How does one get a hold of you if they'd like to sponsor you?
I beg your pardon.
How does one get a hold of you if they'd like to sponsor you?
I'm on Facebook. It's under Stepchild Racing. Or they can call me at my cell number anytime.
All
That's
right.
uh,
Go
kind
ahead.
of kind of easy to get a hold of. I really I'm Homer at the shop. That's about it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to sponsor this gentleman with his racing career, reach out to him at Stepchild Racing on Facebook, or and then send him a message, and he'll probably give you his phone number. But if you'd like to get to know him better, that's another way to get to know him better. Do you have any big racing events you're looking forward to racing in yet this year?
I'm pretty much done for the rest of this season. All the tracks around this area are closed up. 24 is just open for testing.
Okay, what are you looking forward to most for 2026?
I'm really just hoping to get through the whole season and stay healthy so I can make it to the whole season.
All right. Who's your racing hero? Who do you look up to as a race car driver?
Oh, geez, that would have. They're all the old school guys. Um, Karmasimis, he went forever before he retired. I hope I can do the same thing.
All right. When you're strapped in your race car, getting ready to go on the racetrack, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
Just the adrenaline rush that starts.
All right.
You get excited, and the more excited I get, the more I want to be out there.
All right. What kind of advice have you gotten? What's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
You have to go slow to go fast.
Okay.
I'm still working on that one.
Okay. What kind of advice would you give a new race car driver?
Be patient.
Yeah.
You can't. I discovered that by all the wrong ways. I discovered that when you go out there and you're fresh into the whole deal, and when I started to push things is when I get into trouble. But when I just lay back and just go with the flow, it was more productive for me.
Okay.
Other than that, I found out that I used to have this thing about somebody would pass me and I'd be like, well, I got to go catch them and pass them back. And that never really worked out too well. That usually ended up me being upside down.
Oh boy.
Well, when I first started out in sprint car micro racing, my nickname was Flipper because I was upside down all the time. I get too high, I get upside down. I get too low, I run over a tire, I get upside down. So I think the whole just you got to go slow to go fast. If I could have gotten that into play a lot sooner, I might not have been upside down so much.
All right. Okay. Think here. What do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
Well, I have 3 German Shepherds. And now I have a great grandson. He just had his first birthday. And I'm trying to behave and go along with what everybody else. And I thought that I needed to start looking for a junior sprint and a junior dragster so he could have his choice of what he'd want to race. He'd be able to pick out both. But I have to just behave. I can't be.
Oh boy.
I can't be out shopping yet. I just got to make sure it's okay with mom and dad.
Yeah. Do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Any racing stories? Oh, well, there's one that I'll remember this forever. We were doing drag boats, And we were down for a nationals meet in Litchfield, Illinois. And there was this low budget, and I felt so sorry for the guys. You could tell they just didn't have any funding, and
Yeah.
they were running blowing fuel hydro. And back then, this was when it was all open cockpit stuff. They didn't have
Mm.
capsules. And these poor guys made it to the final, but in the semis, they popped the blower. And nobody wanted to help them out. And back then, you had to at least start the race to collect any purse money. And these poor guys took silicone and just went round and round on the case, set the blower back down, and took rolls of duct tape and just kept going around and around the motor. And they got it to fire. They didn't try and wrap it or anything. And they got out there to the rope and they got it started back up, and he got his start. Um, that was one of the most amazing things that I've seen, somebody do. I mean, I've seen bodies duct taped back together, but I never saw a blower duct taped back on yet. And
Okay.
that was it. And that just, I think that has given me drive and hope that, in my situation of just doing this on my own and by myself, at some point I can get somewhere.
All righty. You have a racing nickname, Danny.
I beg your pardon?
Do you have a racing nickname?
Flipper has kind of stuck a little bit. I'm hoping it kind of wears out pretty quick.
Okay.
But that has been with me since the start.
All righty. So at this portion of the show, Daniel, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple of questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple of questions.
How long have you been doing this?
Since 2018.
Well, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah.
How'd you get started?
Just an idea a friend of mine had.
Have you done any racing?
Nope. Been a racing fan for quite a few years.
Well, you come out sometime, like next April, you find your way down to I'll let you know when it's going to be. And you come down to Logansport and we'll get you in a car.
Okay. All righty.
When we have practice down there, I'll shoot you the dates and same deal I made the lawyer. I'll get you in a car.
Okay. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far in the racing career?
Well, it's my stepdad's fault. he got me hooked at a young age. And Rodney at Concept has been really a blessing to have in helping me with problems with the car. And I talked to him about my driving and what I can do to improve. And he helps me all the time with that.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Get my back. Yeah, camera back up here.
And then, I can't like myself. I'm an Air Force veteran, and
Okay.
I've got a lot of veterans that I deal with.
Yep.
And if you look on the back of my purple car, you'll see that I've got all the branches, recognized.
Okay.
So the veterans of the United States, they're always with me.
That's very cool. But Danny, I would like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. I will have you step out and I will talk to you a little bit.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Okay. That was Daniel Newman on our racing show tonight, talking to us about his racing career. Go hit him up on his the social media platform that he mentioned, and possibly sponsor him and get to know him better. But if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-7138, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. Have a good night.